Hi everybody, it's 2 o'clock on a Thursday, and today I'm making these tiered panoramic cards. It's a great way to use your 12 by 12 paper that is not an overall design. So stay with me and I will show you how to make it. Okay. Okay, I'm at home today. I'm supposed to be cleaning up my craft room. Before I go, I was just cleaning my desk up. I'm just going to show you this cleaner. It's called Totally Awesome All-Purpose Concentrated Cleaner. You buy it at the Dollar Tree, and it is fantastic for getting adhesive off of your table and everything. It's a great cleaner, and it's really inexpensive. So I also clean my silhouette mats with it. Yeah, it dissolves the adhesive. It's a great cleaner. So I just thought I'd let you know. It's called Totally Awesome, and you buy it at the Dollar Tree. I was just using it. Okay. All right. So I did a bunch of these because they're fun to make. So this one is the one I'm using this paper today, and this is by Photoplay. So we have it at the store. And this one I matted, and I'm going to be using an ivory paper with this. Now this one is a 49 in market, and we have this paper at the store. So this one I did the matting and put it on a white background. This one I did matting and put it on a background from the paper that was left over, and I matted those. And then this one I didn't mat them. This one I just put on the gray paper. So it just gives you some options to do. So I'm going to do this one today. All right. Get my cutter here. All right, you're going to start out with a piece of paper that is 4 3/8 by 4. Okay, I'll write all these down for you, and then we can, as a handout. Okay, so here's my pattern paper. So it is 4 3/8 by 4. And with the 4 3/8 side along the top, you are going to cut 3/4 of an inch off of each side twice. So I'm just going to go 3/4 of an inch here. And you want to keep them in order. Put that there. And then I'm going to cut another 3/4 of an inch. And then on this side, I'm going to, in the middle part is 1 1/2. And then these are 3/4 of an inch. Okay, so 3/4 of an inch. And then this one is 3/4 of an inch. Hi, everybody. So now this looks like this. Okay, it's not pretty. All right, I'm just going to move those up because now we're going to cut the cardstock. And the cardstock is 5 by 4 1/8. All right. So with the 5 at the top, we are going to cut 7/8 inch strips. I know these numbers will drive you crazy, but so 7/8. So we're cutting 7/8. So that's for these, for the left side. And then the middle panel is 1.5. So cut 1.5. And then the last two are 7/8. Yeah, Linda, I know you hate these 7/8. I know you're doing it right now when you're scoring 3/8 and 7/8. I knew you'd hate it. Okay, so that is the cutting. All right, so now I'm going to put these like this. All right. So the first one, we are going to mat. Did I do this right? This is supposed to be 1 3/8. It doesn't look like 1 3/8. Might have cut that wrong. Sorry, 1 3/8. So that one's going to be a little short. Okay, that's okay. All righty. So I'm going to take this one. You guys were probably saying how I was doing it wrong. And this one is going to be glued on here like so. Okay, don't glue the other ones on because we're going to be cutting those. Okay, this one should be 7/8, and I cut it 3/4. It's going to be a little less than 3/4, but that's all right. Okay, now I could actually fix it. But is it necessary? No, I'm not going to bother. Okay, so now these outer pieces, let's pull those and pull these two outer pieces, and then these two go up here. Okay, so these go in here and these go in here. Now these outer pieces, we are going to be cutting a 1/2 inch off the top and a 1/2 inch off the bottom. Okay, so let me get I'm just going to move these up. So this is the left side and this is the right side. And I'm cutting 1/2 inch off of the bottom of it. And I'm going to cut 1/2 inch off of the top. Okay, so there's that one. And then the right side, I'm doing the same thing. I'm cutting 1/2 inch off the bottom and 1/2 inch off the top. And I'm going to do the same with this one. Now this one, I can just cut 1 inch because it's 1/2 inch and 1/2 inch. And so it doesn't matter. So I'm just going to cut 1 inch off of here. If you don't want to get mixed up, you can cut 1/2 inch off the top and bottom, but it's much easier to do it that way. All righty. So let's bring these back. So this one, I am going to glue it on here. And then this one. Okay, so there we go. Now I'm going to bring these pieces in. All right, so we have the outer ones, like so. Now these ones. These ones, we're going to cut 1/4 inch off each. All right, so let's do that. So 1/4 inch off the top and 1/4 inch off the bottom. Okay. And then these pieces, oh, I'm glad, Linda. These pieces we are going to cut 1/2 inch off. Did I cut that wrong? I think I cut it wrong. I did. Okay. I need, oops. Okay, just 1 sec, because I cut that one wrong. So this one I need to cut 1/2 inch off. All right. All right, so this one is going to go on here. And this one's going to go on here. Alrighty. Okay, let's bring them all back. Okay, so here we are. Here's our tiered. Now that one's got it's a little bit different because I went and cut it wrong. So I'm just going to trim it a bit. All right, so there we go. Okay, so this one stayed the same. This one, we cut 1/4 inch off the top and 1/4 inch off the bottom. This one, we cut 1/2 inch off the top and 1/2 inch off the bottom. All right. Okay. Now we're going to do our card. So I used the Dazzling Diamonds or Sparkling Diamonds, I think it's called, by Pink Fresh, one of my favorite backgrounds. And I did it in the ivory. I don't use ivory very often, but it sort of went with this paper. And because it's an uneven surface, I like to use glue instead of my tape runner. Okay. And this is exactly the same size as the card. Okay. All right, you're going to start with your first one here, and that is going to go in the center. Now, I found that I did need to measure it. So I just put a little tick mark at 2 3/4 at the top and the bottom. You can erase it after. Just so I got it centered. That looks pretty good. So I just want to make sure that's centered. All right, now I'm going to use foam tape. Now you can use pop dots or foam squares or whatever you want. So I'm just going to this on here. Now, if you were sending it in the mail and you don't want to have dimension on it, you can just put them on without using the foam tape. We're going kind of blurry here. All right, so now I'm going to place that on here, like so. Okay. All right, then the next one, does that look straight? Looks a little crooked. All right, now I'm going to put these two on. Okay, so we'll put some tape on those. Yeah, I don't know why it went blurry. All right, so this one goes here. Now you just kind of match those up and the design, and you leave about, this one you leave 1/4 of an inch at the bottom and 1/4 of an inch at the top, because that's what we cut off. All right. Okay, now 1/4 inch at the bottom and 1/4 inch. No, that's the wrong one. No, that's right. 1/4 inch. I did that wrong. Okay, just ignore it. It's still going to look nice. Because this one was supposed to be over here. 1/4 inch at the bottom, 1/4 inch at the top, and then this one's going here. Don't you just love live? Make mistakes. This one is 1/2 inch from the bottom and 1/2 inch from the top. And this one is as well. And there we go. Now this is a little wider. Just remember that's just a little smidge smaller. So I'm just going to trim that off just a smidge. There. And there we go. There's our tiered card, even though I goofed it. I think it's very pretty. And then I have a Celebrating You. I thought I'd put on there. I don't know how I mixed those up, but, and there we go. It is beautiful. Nobody will notice that. So here's the other one. And then this paper's gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. So I wanted to show you this one too, because this one is an overall one. It doesn't have, these two are overall. And these ones have a bit of the blank on the sides. See that? And then I had another one here. Oops. This one, which I thought was very pretty. So this one I thought I would do without. I'm going to do a backing on it, but I'm not going to do the matte. So this one is 4 3/8 by 4, and I'm going to cut it at 3/4 of an inch. So let's do that again. 3/4, 3/4, 1 3/8, 3/4, and then this one is 3/4. All right. So that's the middle. Goes like this. Goes like this. And goes like that. Okay. So I'm going to work my way this way so I don't get mixed up. Let's move that over. So this one, I'm going to cut 1/2 inch off the bottom and 1/2 inch off the top. Okay. This one, I'm cutting 1/4 inch off the bottom and 1/4 inch off the top. This one stays. This one, I'm cutting 1/4 inch off the bottom and 1/4 inch off the top. And this one, I'm cutting 1/2 inch off the bottom and 1/2 inch off the top. All right. And then I am going to cut my background on this, and it's going to be 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Okay. All right. And then I have a card. And then my card is 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. Okay. All right, let's put this on. Now remember, we're not matting these. I just want to show you a different way of doing it. I could actually have this one have a little, I might cut this just a smidge so we have a little bit of white showing. I think it'd look nicer. This is why my cutter gets all gummed up, because this is, I do these things. All right. You know, these afterthoughts. All right, so now I'm going to take this. I'm just going to have that little tiny border. I think it just shows that off. All right. Okay, so now I'm going to put my foam tape on here. Can I ask you again if you'd share? I would appreciate it. My numbers do go up when you share. So that would be lovely. All right, let's mark the center of this. Two and 3/4. 2 3/4. And then I'm going to put that like that. Okay. All right, the next one. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, I like the little white border as well. So this one is 1/4 inch from the top and 1/4 inch from the bottom, leaving just a little space. And then this one is 1/2 inch from the top and 1/2 inch from the bottom. Match up those leaves. There we go. All right, and then we'll do the other side. Okay. This one is very pretty. Oh, I put it on the wrong side. Not paying attention. Okay. Paper's so pretty. Okay, I'm going to leave 1/4 inch at the bottom and 1/4 inch at the top, and then the last one. Next time you're in, Darlene, I'll give you a card. Anybody that shares, you can let me know, and I have cards for you next time you're in. And there we go. Isn't that beautiful? I think it looks nice like that. And we can put a what do I have in here? Celebrate. Okay, and then we'll just, you could add some bling or whatever. And there's our card. Something's going on here. Just a sec. I think that looks very pretty, and it was less work than the other. So there they are. There's those three. So this one has the dark background. This one has the paper background from this paper that was left over. And then this one has the pink fresh background, the die. So there's my three cards. This one has the white background. This one has the papered background from the same paper. And then this one is that. So there we go. So if you share, you can just come in the store or let me know and I can mail you a card. Just say you shared. And these sets will be yours. All right. Darlene, what set would you like? The gray one or the burgundy? Let me know. Somebody else share and I'll give you some cards. They are beautiful. All right. I don't have anything to show you today. Tomorrow I am making that cute little Christmas tree, but I left it at the store. So you'll have to tune in tomorrow for that. All right. I am going to finish cleaning my craft room. So I say. All right. Gray, please. Okay. Okay, Maureen, pick up your cards. Thanks a lot, everybody. And I will see you tomorrow for some for that cute little Christmas tree favor. Bye-bye.